Now, let's look at this type of question, still under indices. But if you are familiar with this type of question, you know that this question will be leading to quadratic equation. Now, the first thing to do is to start simplifying them. Now, you know that you start at x raised to the power 2x. Now, you know that in indices, one of the laws of indices tells us that when you have x raised to the power a times x raised to the power b, you'll be having x raised to the power a plus b. Now, if you still have x raised to the power a plus b and you want to change it back, it becomes x raised to the power a times x raised to the power b. Now, what does it mean? Since we have plus here, it's now become 3 raised to the power 2x times 3 raised to the power 2 minus 10 3x times 3 raised to the power 1 plus 9 is equals what? 0. Now, you start breaking it down further, then you know that 3 raised to the power 2x times 3 raised to the power 2 is 9 minus 10 3 raised to the power x times 3 raised to the power 1 is 3 plus 9 is equals to what? 0. We now say this is the pattern of solving this type of question. Let 3 raised to the power x be equals to p. Are you there? We cannot use x because we have x inside there. Let's use another alphabet. Let's use p. You can even use y, anyone that you want. Now, if you look at this structure now, you see that if I say let this 3 raised to the power x be p, I will be left with power 2. So it becomes in this segment, we have p raised to the power 2 times 9 minus 10, 3x is p times 3 plus 9 is equals what? 0. Now you now have 9 times p square is 9p square minus 30p plus 9 is equals to 0. Now what do you have there? You have 9 here, you have 30 here, you have 3 here, you have 0 here, and all these numbers are divisible by 3. So you can say divide by 3, divide by 3. So we have, when 3 divide this, we'll be having 3p2 minus 10p plus 3, yes, is equals to 0. Now, for you now to be able to solve this, this is a quadratic linear equation. Now, we have 4 methods of solving. We have the factorization method, we have the completing square method, we have the formula method, which we call the almighty formula, and we have the graphical method. Now, the easiest method to use here is the factorization method. Now, other methods, if you use other methods, you will still get the same answer, but because of our time, let's use factorization method. Now, when you have something like this and you want to factorize, you ask yourself, what is the coefficient of the p square, not the one carrying only p, the p that has square on top. What is the coefficient of that variable? And the answer is 3. Multiply it with the constant, which is 3. 3 times 3 is what? 9. Now, what are the factors of 9? The factors of 9 are 1 times 9 and 3 times 3. Now, between these two factors, which of them will you add or minus to give you this minus 10 here? And the answer is 1 and 9. Now, how do you place the sign? Since you have 1 and 9, and the answer and the middle number is minus 10, so you'll be having minus 1 minus 9. Minus 1 minus 9 is giving you minus 10, and minus 1 times minus 9 is now giving you a positive 9. So with this now, we can go. So we start factorizing. Now, solving quadratically with factorization method. So we have 3p squared minus 10p plus 3 is equals to 0. Now you know that we have gotten our factors as minus 1 and minus 9. So we have 3p squared minus, now we now say minus 1 times p. It's not minus 1p, it is minus p. We now have minus p. Now minus 9 times p is now minus 9p plus 3 is equals to 0. So you pair them. We now say 3p squared minus p minus 9p plus 3 is equals to 0. So now, we now say what can divide there? We have p. 3p minus 1. What can divide there? We have minus 3. We have 3p minus 1 is equals to what? 0. These two are the same thing. So you bring out 1, 3p minus 1 and p minus 3 is equals to what? 0. So therefore now you have 3p minus 1 is equals to 0, or p minus 3 is equals to 0. So you keep on solving. Now 3p is equals to 1 when this one moves over, it changes from minus to plus, or p is equals to plus 3, the same thing when this one changes. Now we now have that p is equals to 1 over 3, or p is equals to 3. This is not the final answer because you say let 3 raised to the power x be equals to p. Now you start breaking it down. Starting with this one now, if you say let 3 raised to the power x be equals to p, then you now say therefore when p is equals to 1 over 3, what will now be the value of x? You now say 3 raised to the power x is equals to 1 over 3, and 3 raised to the power x is equals to, where you have 1 over x in indices, it becomes x raised to the power minus 1. So this becomes 3 raised to the power minus 1. So you cancel out and x is what? Minus 1. Therefore, when p is equals to 3, if p is equals to 3, you have 3 raised to the power x is equals to what? 3. So what will you raise 3 to still give you 3? You have 1. So you have 3 raised to the power x is equals to 3 raised to the power 1. Because 3 raised to the power 1 is still 3. So when you cancel out, x is equals to 1. Therefore, the values are minus 1 or 1. And this is the answer to this question. Thank you very much.